just going to make a very quick video. I've just suddenly realised I've not done one for a while, and it is now Thursday and it will be record store day on Saturday, so I realised I've got a little stack of stuff that I want to get shown before record store day and before it gets lost. So this first batch of stuff is one of a lot that I'm possibly going to buy, but I have a horrible feeling the guy's probably going to want too much for them. There's a few. There was this Neil Young. I listened to this. This was one that I wanted. I'm not a huge Neil Young fan, but I do like this album. This is one of his Ditch trilogy. Another Neil Young he had. I didn't like this one. This was not very good, in my opinion. This is American Stars and Bars. I've not had a chance to listen to this one. This was another one I was kind of thinking about. This is After the Gold Rush. I think this was this the album before Harvest, before this one hit. Again, I like Harvest, but it's not one that really. It's one of those albums that is just. I mean, it's a classic. You can't deny that. But possibly, because you're familiar with it. Is that the thing to say? But yeah, Harvest, classic album. But yeah, I'm not sure whether it's one of the ones that I want. And this is a mismatch as well. I think it's like a UK disc and a German sleeve. He also had a couple of Tom Waits albums. I listened to this, and I was, before, if you asked me, I'd have said I wasn't a Tom Waits fan, and I listened to this all the way through from start to finish, and now I'm definitely not a Tom Waits fan. Definitely not my thing. So I haven't bothered listening to this one either. But there'll probably be good things to trade, so I might still take them. But again, it depends on price. So that was four Neil Young and 2 Tom Waits. And the other thing he had, which I've listened to a lot, which is very good, is this album here by Yusuf Lateef, which is really good. Jazz, but it's kind of almost like a jazzy kind of blaxploitation soundtrack, if that makes sense. And what I liked about it was his, I think it's his flute, when he was playing the flute on this. It has a really kind of frail way of playing, which frail in the same way that Rocky Erickson's singing is frail. Doesn't mean it's not good, but yeah, I really enjoyed this. This is a reissue from the 90s, I presume, at some point. Still got the original faded FOP price sticker on it, £7. So, what else have I got? I picked up this, which is one of the more recent Bowie 7 inches, one that I'd missed. This is Young Americans, so I still have a full collection of that, and there's another one coming out for Record Store Day, which would be cool. These next few things are things I bought online. This is quite cool. They're nearly all jazz, actually. I bought a lot of stuff, like a kind of job lot. Don Ellis and his orchestra. This is called Autumn. It's kind of big bandy, but a lot funkier than your normal big band stuff. And this was produced by Al Cooper, so might give you an idea. But this was a cool listen. I've not had a chance to listen to this one yet. This is Richard Groove Holmes with Welcome Home. This is on one of my favourites, the Blue Liberty label. Disc's really clean. Somebody's obviously for some reason has, you can see, put tape all the way around the edges. It's all come off, but it's stained the edges, and this, like, the spine is perfect. So I don't know why they put the tape on. Maybe to protect the spine. But anyway, yeah, Richard Groove Holmes. Not had a chance to listen to that yet. Another one that I picked up, again, haven't listened to this yet, but I just want to get it shown before Record Store Day and my birthday kick in. So this is Charles Erland with Intensity. This is on Prestige. The covers of these all look maybe a little bit worn, but the discs are all great. Again, I have no idea what this is like. Like I said, I got them in a. I bought 4 or 5 albums off a guy, and they were all pretty cheap. And another BYG that I saw. This was the first. It was one of those situations where I bought this one. I got this for, I think it was $5.99, maybe plus postage. And the other jazz albums he was selling as well, so I picked them up for, like, they varied from like $1.99, or, you know, I don't think any of them were very expensive, just to save on postage. So this was the one that I really wanted to get, but again, only because of the label. I am not familiar with the music at all, but I've enjoyed the other BYG ones that I've picked up. So, and again, this is a French pressing. So, yeah, I think this is the 3rd or 4th thing I've got on that label now. And finally, something that I picked up in the charity shop the other day. I picked up a handful of things, one of which was Pentangle's Basket of Light, which is a phenomenally good album. I already have this, but my one doesn't have the gatefold sleeve and is a later pressing. This is the original purple transatlantic label. It's actually pretty scuffed, but a lot of these older pressings are pretty durable. So I think once I have a chance to clean it and work on it for a little while, it might clean up and play all right. There's a few other things. There's a couple of was there three Van Morrison albums, 2 of which were totally trashed, and I'm just going to dump them. There was what else was there? Oh, Carole King's Tapestry that I've had umpteen copies of, but it was knackered as well. So, but even still, I mean, they were selling them for like 20p, so I bought 5 or 6 albums that cost me £1.20. So even if this is the only one that I actually keep, although I think one of the Van Morrisons is probably going to be okay as well. You know, it's a cheap day. Hi as well to Ben and Dave. I loved watching your video when you went on a dig to that house that was just absolutely packed full of records. I've watched the intro to Ben's video umpteen times and keep pausing at the different photos and going, "Oh, if only I could get there and have a dig through that stuff as well, because that would be great fun." Oh, and another thing, a friend of mine is also selling a load of records. He bought a job lot, which, if anyone remembers, I spoke about a job lot that I nearly bought a few months ago, and but my friend bought it, and I've been kind of nipping at him to let me go and have a dig through it. So when I got there, he said, the first thing he did, he said, "Oh, well, I'll show you the stuff that I was gonna keep." So he showed me the stuff that he was gonna keep. Oh, and this is stuff that my other friend has taken, and there was his pile plus 2 or 3 other people's piles, and I was thinking, oh God, there's gonna be absolutely nothing left. But I was pleasantly surprised. But I think there'll be no bargains to be had, shall we say, this time. Like last time, I got some good stuff off him, pretty cheap. But this time, I didn't realise this was how it was going to work. I picked out the things that I wanted, expecting him to say, "Oh, you know, that'll be, I don't know, 50 quid or 60 quid or whatever." But he's looking on eBay to see the prices. So there's a few things that I wanted that I'm definitely going to take, but there was a few things that I chucked in because I thought, well, that might be worth something, and it turns out they are. So now I've kind of dug them out for him, because they're things that will probably be too expensive for me to want to buy just to have, but I'd have taken them if I could have got them cheap, if that makes sense. Not that I'm trying to fleece him, that certainly isn't the way, but yeah, it's an odd way of doing things. I can understand why he's doing it that way, but it's quite good because it just proves that I can hunt through stuff and find things, which is good, which is what I want to do. I want to help people that have collections find the valuable stuff. That's my aim, kind of locally. And I've done it for a few people. I've found some good things. I helped a woman find some classical stuff that she had that was worth quite a bit. So yeah, so that's it. 12 minutes, plenty long enough. I'd better get back to work because I'm trying to do this in my lunch break, and my time is nearly up. So yeah, hi to everyone. Take care and have a good record store day, or have a good record store day ignoring thing if you don't like it. I personally do kind of like it, but then I don't have access to as many record shops as a lot of people, and also I can't guarantee I'm going to get what I want, but I've probably got a much better chance of getting what I want than a lot of people do, just because there's so many less people up here that are interested in it. So yeah, so next time I make a video is probably going to be record store day finds. So I'll see you in a few days. Take care.